Previously on Abandoned and Forgotten Places, episode 58.
This is a good moment to talk about that 6.5 earthquake that we had. We're in a very, very unstable section of this mine right now. Even I have my limits, guys. That's just, in my opinion, reckless. Okay, made it to the 500 level. Now, just to quickly show you guys that a lot of these incline shafts have sumps, okay? So the ladders still do keep going down there, and sometimes you can find interesting things in these sumps. So when we get back with the 500, we're going to head down there and see if we can't find anything hiding that's interesting in that area. But for now, let's step out into the 500 and see what we have here. Okay, off to my left, we have the intercom system. Few rolls of toilet paper. Now, about a month ago, there's a few in the audience that could have used a couple of rolls. Yeah, that stuff was really hard to find there for a while. What else do we have down here? Boy, there's just so much to look at. Okay, no riding skips at any time. Shaft manway for authorized persons or emergency use only. Looks like down there on the floor, we've got ourselves a big battery bank. So let's head to the right. There's a big steel compressor. Actually, I'm just going to keep kind of panning around in this room for a moment. There's so much to take in. Down here on the floor, we've got a grizzly, and I'll bet that leads to the lower part, down in towards the sump. Two signs that say safety line, safety glasses, fire escape with arrows to the exit, and the drift continues left. Okay. And that's where we just came from. But I am going to explore to the right side of this first. Now let's take a closer look at these batteries. That's a big, big battery bank right there. Two of them. Yeah. Some of you old miners in the crowd, you might just recognize that. Up here, junction valves for the compressors. Takes a lot of air to run all them drills. All right. That's interesting. I wonder what that was. Well, let's see what we have up in here. We got a big timbered section. Oh yeah, this is an ore chute, and yep, it's working its way all the way up there. At one time they probably had a ladder down in this section, but not anymore. 501 is what that sign says. Okay. Down here in the ground, bucket of oil, and What are all these here? Oh, it's what's left of a first aid kit with iodine swabs and smelling salts. Just a massive timbered section above my head here, with rail going left and right. All right, we're gonna work our way. We'll stay to the right to begin. You know, the reason they had to use so much wood in this mine is because this gang material is incredibly soft and crumbly. That's why they went through so much effort to support all of these different stopes. Okay, continuing on. Oop, wrong light. Sometimes I do that. And it just goes right up here, and that's where it stops. Off to my left, we're looking into the other drift. Okay, well, I might as well just, we're not too far from that turn. Why don't I take you just right back there? So, what are my senses telling me right now? Well, first of all, the smell down in here. It smells like, how to describe it? Like old wood and oil and creosote. Yeah, and it's probably about 65 degrees. And there's not much reverberation to my voice. There we have another honey pot and another muck bucket right there. Well, that's cool. Look at that. With the drift going up that direction. I'll tell you what, we'll come back and revisit that. Yeah. For right now, let's just stay on the haulage drift right here. Okay, off to my right, we're passing that hole in the wall. That's where we just were. We're right over there. Okay. There's some more slickers. See, I always like it when Jeff Williams corrects me down in the comments section. I have a lot of respect for old Jeff Williams. That man is just a wealth of knowledge. And I was exploring a mine not too long ago, and I could not remember the name of that. I was calling them overalls, when no, they're called slickers. So thanks, Jeff. I always appreciate your input. You're an awesome guy. What do we have up in here? Oh, big stoped area. And here you can clearly see, look at the vein of material that's running along the hanging wall right there. Okay, that distance from there all the way down, it even goes lower than where I'm standing. So the mineable ore through this section is at least 20 feet. Okay, well, we're gonna need to take a closer look up in here. Yeah, let me just give you one more close look at that. Look at that ore body, clearly defined by the hanging wall right there. All right, continuing on. Okay, we have ourselves a raise here. working high up into that stope with steel ladders through that section. Okay. This material is incredibly soft. And we've got fresh footprints down on the ground. I know who those are. And you know who you are too if you're watching this video. Who I'm talking about, guys, is I'm talking about Justin at TVR. He documented this location back in 2016 and did a fantastic job. Let's look up in here. Wow. Look at, I mean, it's so dark. It's just drowning my lights out. I have everything turned on, and all of this material off to the left is just failing. And the reason it's doing so is because there's a lot of groundwater seepage through here. That's why it's all starting to come down. Let's get out of this section. That's very, very sketchy. That's the type of a situation where you could have what's called a cascading collapse. Once a little bit starts going, then it just all starts rolling like an avalanche. All right, I'm going to work my way back to the 500 where the incline shaft is. I'll see you over there. All right, we were just right up in there. Now I'm back to where that drift was with the honey pot and the muck bucket. I wanted to take a closer look at this. Right there is where the cable would have been attached. Let me get a better shot of it for you guys, turning around here. There we go. And it has welded in the side right there into the number 58. Okay. So what do we have up in this drift? Just an exploratory? Probably. Let's find out. There's an old dynamite box right here. What's that say on there? Austin Powder Company, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Red Diamond brand. £50 of 40% strength. Batch number. You guys can probably see that better than I can. There's the batch number. Okay. That side of the box, and I don't think did we get to that side of the box. Used in 1833 and ever since. That's very cool. All right, what do we have up in here? Well, that's kind of interesting that there's a string on the floor that once went up into this area. What do we have up in here? Oh, it's just a big pocket, and I can kind of see where the string was attached right there. That doesn't go anywhere. No. That's as far as it goes. Okay, guys, I'm going to meet you back over at the incline. Okay, we're back at the incline here and where that big tank was. There's a few things around here I didn't point the camera at. I wonder if there's anything interesting hiding behind the tank. Nope. Looks like just a bunch of muck sheets. Okay. Nope, lost my focus there. Yeah, I've been known to lose my focus. All right. All right, let's explore the left-hand side of this. For a moment there, I thought I felt some wind. No, I'm looking at that flag. Let's see what we have up in here. Oh, we've got a station. Okay. This is a man station here. This is where you would go to pretty much come and hang out while you're eating your lunch, taking a break. Someone's slickers are right there. Let's see what we have up in here. They had plastic, because it probably got, oh, I see what this is. This could have been, this was the toilet. We might have some honey buckets here. Peek. No, that's just trash. What about this one? Anything hiding in there? Yeah. That's just a bunch of trash too. Don't feel like going through a bunch of 19... It looks like 1980s trash. Okay. Did you guys see all the toilet paper up in there? I'll just stuff my backpack full. Take it back to base camp. Okay. What do we have up in here? Really nice looking haulage drift. And we're going up in grade right now. I can tell I'm walking uphill. Okay, stop here for a moment. We had a little thing going off to the right, and they stopped right there. It looks like they were considering maybe going off to the left, but they stopped right here too. They are running a rather large 3-inch inside, 4-inch outside diameter compressor pipe through this area. So looks like we're going to be maybe getting into some more substantial workings. Aha. Another powder magazine. Primer magazine, no smoking. Anything on the door? Let's look. No. Let's look up in here. We've got some sort of a cabinet that says keep out on it. Well, let's take a look at that. I never listened to my parents, so why would I listen to a cabinet that says keep out? What do we have hiding in there? Nothing. Completely empty. But on the back, another one of those signs, 49 seconds per foot. Yes, everybody, I did get my fair share of bare-bottom spankings when I was little. Okay, slickers all over the floor, left over. Cases and cases of nails. those pegs were used so that you could hang something up. And here's another bag that's filled with more pegs. See that? That's interesting. Yeah. Wonder if they were just hanging, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come to me. All right, turning back around. Let's head out of this mag. Oh, there's a shovel sitting there. Is that hand steel? Let's look. I doubt it, but no, it's not. Okay. It just keeps on going. Let's look up in there. Yeah. Oh, we've got a big stoped out area above my head with a lot of cribbing. Okay. And, oh, this is interesting. Right down here on the floor, the rail makes a left and goes back that direction. Look there. All right, well, we'll have to come back and revisit that. Half pint, 1981. Must be a self-portrait. Okay, continuing on. Exit. Well, now that's interesting. Drift goes up that direction with what I can see as another day box up in there. I think what I'm going to do is come back and revisit that. We've got another drift going up this way. Okay, with a whole bunch of rail on the floor. Again, we'll revisit that, but for now, let's just stay on the primary. The 500 level is turning out to be far more extensive on the left-hand side than the right. Okay, another junction. Great big area. We've got compressor pipe going left and right. Down here on the ground, there is a recovery basket. So if someone gets hurt, you can drag them out of the mine. All right. The drift turns, goes off to the left. I see a big piece of equipment up in there. Fantastic. But before we go there, what does that say? Reference sample? Let's look up in here first. Wow, look at the size of that ore chute. And we've got just a massive amount of cribbing above me here. This used to be some sort of a chute also working up in those stopes. Okay. What's up in here? Oh, here's an area that failed. Bunch of stuff come down. There's a skip. Yep, that's a skip right there. And it does go off this direction. You know, maybe we can get around this. Let's see, what would be the best way? There we go. Yeah, let's look over here. I do believe that we can get around this obstacle. All right, let's look up in here. That's as far as that goes. And can we get through? Oh, absolutely. Perfect. There we go. There's the miner's gloves down there on the floor. Very nice. Okay, now we can continue working our way up underneath all these stopes. There's just an incredible amount of stuff down here to look at. What's in that bag? Oh, it's just filled with scraps of wood. An old shovel. Okay. Yeah, the 500 level is turning out to be just super fantastic. And look here, we have ourselves Abandoned and Forgotten Places first mine car. Yep. So since I've started this channel, this will be the first one that I've documented. And actually, that's not a mine car. That's a mucker. Yeah. That's what that is. That's an MCO. That's an MCO mucker. Get a better look at that. The smell coming off of that thing is like just old oil and old grease. Beautiful looking piece of machinery. And you can see that's where you stand down there. See that plate with the holes in it? Okay, that's where you would stand when you're operating that machine. All right, turning back around. Let's go up in here and let's see what they were mucking out. Yeah, I've seen a lot of equipment like that back in the old days when I would explore these mines, and I didn't take a camera with me back then. Back then it was all for fun. Okay, and that's as far as it goes. All right, I'm going to work back to the next intersection. I'll see you back there. Okay, so we're back to that intersection where the man basket recovery basket thing was. There's probably a better name for it. Well, we were right up in there. Okay, now the drift at one time, we have a exploratory thing going off that direction, but it stops right here. But the best part is what's hiding right over here. We've got ourselves another mucker. A mucker that's lost his wheel. You know. Go, and this is the side over here where the operator would stand. Okay. That's the lever you're going to pull right there to operate the bucket. Let's get around this direction. There we go. Better look at it for you. Just a beautiful piece of equipment. Can you imagine the undertaking it took to get that all the way down here? Well, I suppose it just went for a ride on the incline. And that's as far as this drift goes. Okay, well, I'm going to keep working my way back to the incline, and we're going to explore each one of those drifts along the way. Actually, before we leave this area, there was one more thing I wanted to point out to you, and that is the ladder that works its way all the way up into these stopes. And here's an area where you could use that to drag tools up along this right-hand side to get up there. Now we may come back and explore each one of these ladder sets on the various levels, climb up there and see what's in those areas. Today I'm just going to stay concentrated on these haulage areas and various drifts. Certainly is a lot to explore in this mine. Okay, first drift. This is the one that had a bunch of stuff thrown up in here. Let's see if I can get up in here. Yeah, they threw a whole bunch of rail up in here. Let's see what else is hiding up in this here. There we go. Okay, keeps going straight, and it does turn the corner. Anything hiding in there? No, but over here we've got a bunch of vent pipe, and well, there's only one way to find out, huh? Walk right over the top of it. There we go. All right. Anything up in here? No. Oh, we have some fault gouge along the boundary line between the vein and the hanging wall. All right. Well, you see, you just never know. Something interesting could be hiding up here that a earlier mine explorer didn't see. All right. Well, okay. Well, that stuff's noisy. Now let's get down this section here. There we go. Okay, and this brings us back to that drift. All right, I'll be right back. All right. This is that drift that had a day box up in here. Detonation fuse. Still has some of the sawdust in it. Back in the day, anything in the day box? That's interesting. Just special instructions. Yep. Those came in every box of dynamite. What do we have up here? This looks like a, what is that, a false floor? No, but it does I wonder if they had a compressor. They had something up in here that used oil. It stinks really bad of old oil in this area. And what do we have in the great big bag? Oh, driller's mud. That's what this is. Okay. Wonder what they would have been using that for. All right, what do we have here? It was some kind of a weight at one time. Yeah, right there, you can see it. Oh, I see. It's ground up newspaper. It's pulp. That's what that is. Okay, let's go back this way. Oh, I missed a tool. We have something over here. See, just about the time I'm ready to leave, that's when I see something else. Okay. So, Doc, got a challenge for you. What we have here is a big bag full of that ground up, basically it's ground up newspapers. Now, is that the material that they mix in with the ammonium nitrate and fuel oil to act as a binder? Or are they using that for something else? Let me know down in the comment section. Okay, we're back out here to the haulage drift, and this is that one area I found. Remember, we were coming down and it turned and cut hard left. Let's see where that goes. Well, off to my left here, they took it up into a big pocket but stopped. That's as far as it goes. And does it go any further? No, just turned the corner and that was the end. All right, I think we do have one more. Let's turn back around here. Wow, the amount of silver in this mine is just incredible. Veins of it running all over the place. So I'm not going to take you all the way. I'll just meet you guys back over at that drift. I'll see you over there. Okay, we are back to the incline over here. And remember, I said that we've got this sump right below us. We're going to have to open the hatch. Let me get on the other side of it here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can find something interesting down here in these sumps. So maybe we'll get lucky. There we go. All right. Let's see what's hiding down in here. Oh boy. I know what's going to happen. This is going to go directly below yeah, see? We've got ourselves a shovel. And that is going to be the ore chute that's sitting directly below that grizzly. Remember when we first got onto the 500 level and there was that grizzly screen? Well, here we are. Let's take a closer look at this. Yeah. Yeah, this is what was used the most when filling the skip car. The skip would go right down there. They bring it into that point and then drop the ore down that chute. The grizzly kept all the real large rocks out of it. I wonder if that handle still works. What are the chances if I gave a tug on that handle that the thing is still going to work, huh? Well, there's only one way to find out, but first I got to get my footing here. There we go. Okay. Nope, she is totally bound up. Nope. Bound up tight. I gave it a try. Okay, I'm going to get back up to the 500 level. Okay, guys, we successfully explored all of the various drifts at the 500-foot level. The only thing that we didn't get to take a look at on this level are the ladders that are working their way up into the stopes between the 500 and the 400, and the 400 and 300, and 300 and 200, okay? That may be something that we're going to save for another day. But that's going to have to do it for today's episode. But I'm not done yet. We're not done with this mine. We still have to jump over and explore that other haulage at it that was immediately to the left of the primary from outside going into this mine. And that's what we're going to do next weekend. So I appreciate you coming along with me on today's Explore. That was a lot of fun. This has been a fantastic mine, and I'll see you again next weekend. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Next week on Abandoned and Forgotten Places, the exciting conclusion of the Silver Souls mine.
Watch out! Yep. Whoa. Yeah, that would have hurt.
From this point forward, we are entering the miner's tomb.